Hi everyone, today we'll be talking about percent of change. We've actually seen some of these problems, we just haven't solved any of them yet. When we've been working on tax, tip, markup, discount, we've run across some problems that I've told you not to solve. That's because they were percent of change problems and we hadn't gotten to that point yet. Alright, so what is percent of change? Percent of change tells the percent an amount has changed, either up or down, in relation to the original amount. Percent of change gets broken down into two different parts: a percent of increase, which is when the amount increases, and a percent of decrease, which is when the amount decreases. So we have a little formula that helps us out. We call this the no formula. And here's what it looks like. We have our new minus original over the original times 100. So it's our new data point minus our original data point, and then divided by the original. So these two numbers here will always match. All right, let's put this into use. So find the percent of change from 54 inches to 63 inches. So we have a couple of keywords here. We have the word from and the word to. So from indicates that it's going to be our original. So from 54 inches to 63 is going to indicate that we have our new piece of information. All right, so remember our formula up here. We're going to set that up. So I'm going to have my new minus my original over the original. So my new was 63 minus my original was 54, all divided by 54. Again, these two numbers will always match. All right, so let's do some math. 63 minus 54 will give us 9. So let's get this set up into here. It's going to be 9 over 54. We're just going to carry that 54 over. All right, our next step is to divide these two. 9 divided by 54 gives us 0.167. And then we're going to multiply that by 100, which then gives us 16.7%. And in this case, it was an increase. We started at 54, and then it increased to 63. Done. Circle our answer. All right, I want you to try this next one on your own. Go ahead and pause the video now. All right, let's take a look at example 2. In 1975, the price of gasoline was 57 cents a gallon. In 2000, the average price per gallon was $1.47. Find the percent of change. Is it a percent of increase or decrease? All right, so let's go back and take a look at our information again. We've got 4 different numbers, but if we remember from our formula up here, we really only need 2, our new and our original. So now we have to figure out what numbers are we using. Well, the dates are there more as a way to just kind of help guide you in terms of what's the new and what's the original. So in 1975, the price of gasoline was 57 cents a gallon. This right here, the price, is what our focus is. Then in 2000, the average price per gallon was $1.47. All right, so when we go to set this up, we have to figure out who's our new and who's our original. Well, the new one is going to be the one with the most recent date. 2000 is definitely more recent than 1975. So we're going to use the $1.47 as our new, and then the 57 cents as our original. I'm going to put the original down at the bottom, and now we can start doing our math. So $1.47 minus 57 cents gives us 0.9. Carry over that 57 cents. Now we can divide these two, which will give us 1.579, and then we're going to multiply that by 100. And that gives us 157.9% increase. And we didn't even need to do the math to know that was an increase. We went from 57 cents and then we increased it to $1.47. All right, that one is done. Okay, so percent of change, just trying to figure out what's the percent that something increases or decreases. Okay, let's go to the next page. I want you guys to try this one on your own. Once again, the date is usually used more as a factor to help you determine what's your new and what's your original. In this case, it opened and it closed on the same date. Your focus is going to be on the points of the stock market. All right, go ahead and pause your video now. All right, let's take a look at example 3. You have 150 songs on your iPod. You delete 20% of the songs. How many songs are left on your iPod? All right, so this one here is, we're not really finding the percent of change. They've actually already given us that percent of change. It's 20%. So this is more based off of what we've been doing before with the tax tip, discount, and markup. So this time, we want to figure out what's 20% of 150 songs. So let's start by figuring out how many songs did we delete. We deleted 20% of those songs. All right, so to do that, we're going to take our percent and we're going to change it over to a decimal. So this is the method here, is just like what we did with markup and discount. Now I can take my decimal and multiply it by the original amount, 150. So 0.20 times 150 will give me 30. So 30 songs were deleted. But our question asks, how many songs are left on your iPod? So now we're going to come over here to answer that part. We're going to take that 150 and we're going to subtract 30 from it because we deleted 30 songs. So 120 songs are left on the iPod. All right, I want you to try this one here. Which situation has a higher final amount? And then by how much? So I have a two-part question. You've got to do this one, and then this one, and then figure out by how much. Go ahead and pause your video now. Okay, let's go to the next page. Oh, and that was it. That brings us to the end of our video. So you can stop the video now. I'll see you in class next time.